What's up guys, Sean here, and we have a black 2004 Yamaha V-Star 650, and it's a nice bike, great entry-level bike. Let's do the walk around and I'll show you everything about it. It's got stock pipes on it, really good looking bike. It's black, it's got the little metallic flake and then the little red metallic flake line and the little red line. It's got good tires on it. Let me show you guys stuff you want to see, and that's just all the bad stuff about it. It's definitely a good bike. I fired it up for the first time since it's been sitting for a couple months, and it fired right up. Very impressive. Go battery. Let's start with the tail. It's got a bunch of little things on top of the paint. Actually, they're rubbing off with my nail. Most of those little, I don't know if you can see them. See those little things like that? I think most of it looks like it's sap or something. I think almost all of them are gonna come out if I buff that. Let's see it on top of this section. This is just some tape that they put underneath the seat just so it protects, and it protects the paint from the leather touching. Come down here, you look at the exhaust. These bags can be taken off if you don't like them. Look at the exhaust. Looks good, no scrapes or anything like that. If you come down here, you can see that there's a little bit of the paint peel off on that inner, that fairing right there. I didn't notice that until I got down, really looked into it. The seats are in real good shape. They have a little bit of that sap or whatever that stuff is. This one's got a little line. I'll probably scrub that off. Exhaust looks good, engine looks good. It doesn't use any oil or anything like that. The bike's a little bit dirty. Let's go to the tank. See got a little tiny little ding, a little dent right there. Very small. There's another one right here. Could have been from like an acorn falling off the tree or something. Very minor. And then there's a little paint chip right there. Other than that, the tank looks pretty good for a black tank. That's where the key is for the bike. Come down here, just a little bit dusty. Nothing too bad. Rims could be a little bit cleaner, but they'll actually clean it pretty good. The tires look good. Forks look good. Fork seals feel good. Come up here. I don't know how this happened, but the brake master cylinder is just a little. Actually, it's probably because there might have been a bad seal and it leaked a little bit of. The brake fluid kind of soaks up and messes that. It's pretty common. The fender's got some scrapes and scratches kind of all over it, really. And then it looks like they had like one of those little leather pouches that connects to here, and it was just sitting right here on the fender. And that's kind of how they wore that out. If you buff that, you would get that a lot cleaner, but I'm not sure if you can make that look perfect. Come down here. Everything looks good. That's where you put the key in there, and you can open up this panel, and that's where the toolkit is. This bike is shaft driven. Let's fire it up. already idling pretty good. That's not bad. Pretty impressive. Well, maybe I should let the choke out a little longer. Yeah, I should let the choke out a little bit longer. The cool thing about these bikes is it's a good entry level bike because it doesn't have tons of power, but it's not super slow. It's not a dog. It's not a very heavy bike, but it doesn't look small. I mean, you look at this bike. It's got a big old tank on it. It's nice and wide. It's got a big seat. You know, most people are gonna see that and be like, you know, that guy's got a big old man bike, opposed to this thing, which is, you know, a little more of an entry-level, you know, girl's bike. So it's got good size to it. You're gonna feel like you're riding something substantial, but it's not very heavy, and it's very forgiving in terms of, you know, it's got a light clutch and throttle response and stuff like that. So definitely a good entry-level or mid-level bike. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel, and I should be making a test drive video for this thing sometime soon. All right, thanks.